Have the engineering experience to do it, so I started doing some research, and I found that there are guys in their garages who make systems. And I started looking around, and I found this guy from the East Coast, and he takes parts that you can get from Amazon or anywhere, and he puts it into a system that works. So he calls it a pedal watt. So basically, yeah, it's cute. So we went dumpster diving, got a bike, so it saved us a little bit of money in our grant to buy more things. And you know, you attach it. This is just a regular bike stand. Runs through the generator. You have an inline power meter, so you can see directly how much energy you're transferring. Through the system. And then this is a battery, and this can hold a lot of energy. Right now we have it drained, so that if you get on the bike and ride it, you can see directly how much energy you're creating and whether or not you can light the bulb. So we had a guy who's pretty sporty on here a second ago, and he was pedaling his hardest, and he could have it flicker. So the whole point is that we want kids to recognize that electricity doesn't grow on trees, and it's not just the end of a light switch. And we're really trying to get to the point where we can have them kinesthetically get the feeling of how much work it takes to light a light bulb for a second. And that, somehow we have to figure out in our future how we can make things sustainable, because the way we use electricity now is not. So kind of our end product, every kid will ride the bike at one point, and we're actually making a classroom energy budget right now. We have over 20 electronics plugged into our room. So we're using sort of just established guesses and estimates on how much wattage each of those uses. And we're going to find out how much energy we use in a day. And then we're going to put the kids on the bike, and they're going to have to generate that much electricity.
That is so cool, because it's not much of a jump to go from explaining this to explaining how a power plant generates. Even though this is direct current, and the other is alternate, but the concept is the same. That's very cool.
And there's actually a converter, so you can, run things through here that need the alternating current and see how, the iPod responds. So we bought a few fun toys, we got a blender, we made science smoothies, simple things like the light bulb, and bought a class iPod, and of course they're all like, well, we want to listen to it. You can charge the battery, so get on the bike. Get on the bike.
That's so cool. I love it.
Isn't that great?
So,
that's really great.
You don't have to worry about loading any music.
No, they're never going to have enough. Actually, though, we found out iPods are relatively energy efficient. The thing that's really getting to the kids that we found today was, they're like, well, why does, if I have it off, why does the battery die? And it's because all of our electronics have memories these days. So you have a DVD player plugged in, and you might not see a light. It's got all those channels and things programmed in, so it's drawing electricity from the wall even when it's off. So
the other people don't realize with their iPhone or smartphone, if they have it on a push setting where they're getting, even if they're not using it, but they're getting certain downloads and updates, it's burning like crazy.
All the time. Yeah, or if you have, if it's one where you can't put in a mode where, it's always on the internet. I mean, you're driving that battery out in a second.
This is really, really cool. And it's such a practical You know?
Yeah.
It's
I
as
agree.
practical as it gets. We're hoping that,
Excellent.
by doing a little work now,